You might be wondering to yourself, Jared, why did your kitchen explode? Well,
okay. Check this out. I'm gonna call this my confession cam because the winter storms have hit Texas and the studio is off and on with electricity, so I'm gonna sit here in front of this window, ra-cha, and you can't even see all the chaos that's going on in the background of my kitchen. Jesse and I are completely energy dependent upon electricity. That will not be the case in the future, but it is for right now. And we're having rolling blackouts here. Ooh, mercy. Does this thing zoom out any further? We're having roaming blackouts here in Texas, in Stephenville, and it sucks. We're trying to keep our pipes from freezing. Every time we heat up the house when the power comes back on, we get a couple degrees out of it, which is nice, and I'm grateful for it. But it's survival mode right now. When power fluctuates and there's a trip in the breaker, that reprograms our thermostat, and our thermostat has to be reprogrammed every time the power goes off and comes back on. And right now we're on a 20-minute on, 30-minute-ish off cycle. I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't really line up, but it's like 20 on, 30 off, 20 on. I'm trying to warm up some water to bust up some tanks. I learned that the other day, having to break ice and whatnot.
current status of the brown house.
Can't tell. It's pretty bleak. Check that out. It's a fashion statement.
In Texas on this fine, freezing morning. Splash. I am thinking that we were able to maintain running water this whole time because of the way our well house is set up. I'd like to say it's because of our awesome planning, but that is not the case.
Here's our issue at current. Our drainage pipe, our outflow, so we have a gray water that drains off into the woods over here. It's just part of living in the country. You don't have to worry about your stuff like, not your poop water, but like gray water. For those of you who know, you know. My gray water pipe, which is out here, been doing some digging, drop you down in here so you can see kind of what's up, is frozen. And I thought I would build a fire to try and bring out some coals to lay along on top of the ground where the pipe is buried because that pipe is frozen. I filled up all, like, the sink. I started with the sink. I filled it up with hot, like, boiling water to try and push out, try and burn off some of the ice. That didn't work. I then tried the bathroom sink. That didn't work. I then tried the bathtub. Filled up that one. That didn't work. Slowly pouring it over, not like all at once. That didn't work. The shower, my room, that didn't work. We're filled up on all those things. So our pipes are shutting down since we can't have an outflow. We can't drip our faucets. We're full in the tanks. We have some issues. I may have to call like Joshua or somebody. The learning curve is steep. This is ridiculous.
This is our guest bath. It's the only one that is still clogged. So I'm gonna do baking soda and vinegar. I'm gonna show you what happened. Absolutely nothing. So that trick didn't work. Thanks, internet.
Little status update. I wish I could tell you that I was victorious in freeing up the drainage pipe, but I was not. And I'm pretty much done with this storyline. On to a new video, on to a new day.
Through the sweat, through the mud, get a word and I'm suiting up. There ain't nothing they can do with us. Had it all, thought I knew enough. Take my words and I chew them up. Till I'm in my coffin and rotting, just dead and forgotten. I'm waiting and watching. You know that I ain't never stopping, don't you? I never let them come and stop the motor. Until it's over, man, it drops the motive. Never gotta look over your shoulder. And even when the world is getting colder, I'ma be the one to come and warm it over. I'll never, forever, one with the cold weather, storm weather. I go wrong, get up, I will stand up. Hey, I'll die for a fight, I'll fight for you.
We had a really busy day. We were not successful with the drain pipe. It will be warm this weekend and in the 70s next week, so we will be fine. Sigh of relief. we're good. We have power, we have water, we have drainage, we have everything. We're back to normal, and it feels amazing.